Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Now let's start the class with the subject social science, political part of class 7. The name of the lesson is Understanding Gender. Today we'll discuss about understanding gender. As we know that biologically all human beings fall into two categories, male and female. Gender refers to social and cultural attributes, roles and responsibility associated with male and female. Gender is culturally determined and is a social concept that changes over a period of time from one culture to another culture. In fact, it is sometimes that all of us experience in our life on a daily basis. It determines, for example, who we are and what we will become, where we can go and where not to go. The choice of life available to us and those we eventually make. Our understanding of gender is often passed on the family and society that we live in. This leads us to think that the role of man and woman around us are fixed and natural. Gender affects every aspect of life, from how we see the value ourselves to how we learn to communicate and interact with one another. It affects how to express and initiate our relationship and how we treat the members of the opposite gender. Next, we come to the roles of gender in the family and school. From the very beginning, the boys and girls are treated differently in most Indian families. Going to school is an extremely important part of your life. As more and more children enter school every year, we begin to think that it is normal for all children to go to school. But in the past, the skill of reading and writing was known only to a few. Most children learn the works what their families and the elder did. For the girl, the situation is worse. Girls are expected to help out with the housework while going to school, while going to the local market and buying vegetable, grocery is the table of boy. The birth of a son is greeted with joy than the birth of a girl. In the 19th century, many new ideas about education and learning emerged. School became more common and communities that had never learned reading and writing started sending their children to school. Now we will discuss about gender inequality. What is gender inequality? Gender inequality is the idea that man and woman are not equal and that gender affects an individual living experience. Gender inequality has existed since ancient time. In ancient society, men were the breadwinner and the women were the caretaker. Women in ancient times were denied access to education and even to basic facilities. Unmarried girls were placed under the protection of the father or the brother after the marriage under their husband's protection. One of the causes of gender inequality within employment is the division of job. In most societies, it is believed that men are simply better equipped to handle certain jobs. Most of the times, those are the jobs they pay the This discrimination results in lower income for women. However, in the 20th century, this idea underwent a change. Women across the world demanded to be treated equally, but in India, this progress has been quite slow. Social reformer of the 19th century, like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishichandra Vidyasagar, and Dayanand Saraswati, introduced reform for the upliftment of women. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is well remembered for his role in abolishing the practice of sati. He also campaigned the right of women, including the right of widows to remarry and hold property. Ishichandra Vidyasagar was responsible for the legislation of Widow Remarriage Act in 1956. Dayanand Saraswati opened a number of schools and colleges to promote education for girls. All these reformers emphasize that a nation can be progressed only when the condition of the woman improve. Next, we talk about the government initiative toward equality. Indian Constitution provides equal opportunities to everyone, male or female, without discrimination. In a society like India, household duties and family responsibilities primarily fall on the shoulder of women. It is a part of the larger system of inequality between man and woman. Therefore, it has to be dealt through actions not just at the level of individual or the family, but also by the government. As we know, equality is an important principle of our Constitution. It says that being male or female should not be a reason for discriminations. To encourage women to step out of their home and work, Anganwadis have been set up across the country. The government through the mass media is working to bring about a change in the mindset of the people to break gender stereotypes. But until and unless the people themselves work together, reducing gender inequality at home and at workplace, government initiatives are futile. Next, our topic is women's movement. Women and girls have the right to study and go to school. There are other spheres like legal reform, violence, and health, where the situations of women and girls has improved. The change have not happened automatically. Women individually and collectively have struggled to bring about these changes. The women movement in India has acquired a dynamic character through the effort of many people, both men and women. The changes began in the 19th century. Over the year, women have adopted different strategies for standing against discrimination. This includes campaigning, protesting, raising awareness among us people, and showing solidarity for other human causes. Domestic violence is the most common types of violence against women in India. In 2006, a law was passed to check domestic violence, make it a punishable offense. Another issue which has been relentlessly taken up by the women group is against the dowry system. The increase in the numbers of dowry deaths has made this issue a central one for all women organizations. This effort resulted in passing of anti-dowry law by the government. Women movement play an important role in raising public awareness on women's rights. The women of today has far more opportunities than before. There is now a wider recognition of women's rights. There is now a wider recognition of women's rights. Several steps have been taken toward equality among gender, and those exist in a greater sensitivity towards gender discrimination. In the last 40 years, women movement has affected the socio-political environment in India. However, the changes has been at a gradual pace and has impacted certain sections, yet leaving much to be achieved. So, lastly, I came to the end of the session. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.